Close your eyes. Find a comfortable seated position. Take a deep breath in and out. In and out. You find yourself in a grassy meadow. Small flowers are beginning to bud on the trees with the first sight of green leaves surrounding them. Still very little buds and leaves. The forests are awake though. The small animals are scurrying about. You hear a rustle in the leaves to your right. You see a deer about 100 feet away. She is walking through the forest looking for something. You decide to follow her for a bit. She goes up and down the hills. You keep your distance, but you know she must hear you. After a time, she stops walking. You stop too as she turns her head and makes eye contact with you. She jerks her head back to the front and stays there, almost as if to tell you to join her. You begin to slowly and quietly walk toward her, half expecting her to prance off. You make your way up to her and take a place by her side. You look at her face as she stares straight, and as if she knows what you are thinking, she says in a calm voice, "I am looking for my mate. He is somewhere waking Gaia." She begins walking slowly again, and you take up a stride at her side. Through the trees and up and down the hills, and after a bit you come to a stream. Then she looks up at you and says nothing. "Is he here?" you ask. "No," she replies. "Will you cross and search for him over there? You can call to me when you find him." Without responding, you step into the water. It is warm, especially for this time of year. The breeze in the air is seasonably cool though, but not enough to make you uncomfortable. You make your way across and step onto the land. Looking back across, you see the deer walking into the woods. You begin heading in the same direction, but now on the opposite side of the stream. Before long, you come to a little bunny at the water's edge, eating some bright green, fresh grass. He looks up and asks curiously, "Whom do you seek?" "A friend's mate," you reply. "A stag?" "Ah, I know him, but I have only just awoke. You should try that way," he says, pointing deep into the thick undergrowth of the forest. As you look back down, you notice the bunny daintily hopping away, so you turn and begin pushing your way through the brush and bushes. As it begins to open up a bit, you notice the dead leaves rustling under you. As you look down, you see a long snake. He looks up at you and begins in a slow voice, "What is it that you seek?" "The great stag that wakes Gaia," you reply. "Ah, he only just woke me. You are going the right direction. You will find him that way." The snake looks even deeper into the forest, the direction you are going, but you begin to ponder your distance from the stream. You look back down. "Trust me," says the snake as he lowers to the ground and slithers away. You begin pushing your way ever deeper into the thick undergrowth of the forest, pondering the validity of the snake's claim. All of a sudden you hear a loud snort and a stomp. You stop and look around. There seems to be a small clearing directly in front of you. You notice a dim, green light coming from the area, beginning to increase in strength. As you step out into the area, you see him, a glorious stag standing high off the ground with antlers reaching to the sky. His head is bent to the ground where you notice the green colors emanating, and small plants almost instantly birthing under him from the ground as he smiles. You notice him whisper something before rising up, keeping his eyes on the ground. Finally, you see a wisp of green vapor rise up and spread, thinning out over the area and through the woods. You automatically begin to feel a light weight feeling in your body. The stag looks at you and says in a booming voice, "It is time to go. You can take me to my mate?" "Yes," you reply, just a little off balance. "I know where she is, but..." "What? No worries," he says, cutting you off. "Spring is here." He seems to get an inside chuckle at this, while his physical demeanor never changes. He begins walking back the way you came, and you follow, still a bit disillusioned. As you both begin to walk back toward the stream, you think where the female deer must be now. Now how will you find her again? Should you call? Just then you notice the sound of the stream. You step from behind a boulder, and there it is, and the female deer waiting on the other side greets you both with a slight nod. She looks somehow pleased, nearly reunited with her mate. "Thank you," boasts the stag. "You have helped us in a great way. Now go, enjoy the fertility and warmth of the new season." You watch as the stag wades across the stream, but you do not follow. They touch noses as he reaches the other side, and they walk off into the sunbeams shining through the trees. You smile, feeling warmth in your chest. With that, you feel the breeze begin to pick up all around you. It lifts your hair and tickles your ears. You hear a voice, soft but clear. "This is the way of the world. This is the time of the season of rebirth. This is the way we all live our lives in one fashion or another. Life, death, rebirth. These are the cycles of reality and existence." With this, you feel at peace. You may open your eyes, come back to the moment, and live in the moment, and be free. So blessed be.